$500 to save a grandfather's legacy. I was down to the wire, seriously, like right at the edge. Grandpa's vintage typewriter shop, the Quick Brown Fox, was facing eviction, and I needed almost $900 by Friday just to cover the back rent. I'd been in the hospital for 3 weeks, and I was trying to run the place, but the bills just kept piling up. I was hunched over an old Royal Standard trying to figure out why the carriage lock was seizing. When the bell above the door jingled, this guy walked in wearing a faded baseball cap and a plain gray hoodie, looking totally unremarkable. I got zero chill. It was Elias Vance. The Elias Vance, the reclusive tech billionaire who collects weird antique mechanical stuff. Dude hasn't done an interview in 5 years, and he's standing in my grandfather's dusty little shop. He didn't want a selfie, didn't want to chat, just pointed to a dusty Corona 4 on the back shelf and asked, "Do you have the original pre-war German-made key lever for this model, or am I wasting my time?" I recognized the machine, and I recognized his voice. I was freaking out inside thinking, this is my chance, ask for help. Mentioned the bills, but I just couldn't. He looked like he wanted to be a regular person for 2 minutes, so I decided to treat him like one. I gave him a professional nod, walked straight over to the drawer marked C4, and pulled out the part. "Yeah, we keep that one in the stock," I said. My voice completely steady. "That'll be $27 plus tax." He paid with a crisp 100, thanked me, and walked out. I watched him go, feeling crushed that I hadn't taken the shot. Then I went to put the 100 in the register, and that's when I saw it. Tucked under the bill was a small folded note scrawled on the back of a receipt. It said, "I saw the notice on the window. You didn't ask, so you deserve this. Pay your rent, kid. The world needs the quiet click of a good machine." Underneath, he'd scribbled a simple $5,000 on the receipt and signed it with a small EV. I just stared at it, completely numb. $5,000. It was more than enough. I got to keep the shop. I got to pay for Grandpa's meds, and I got to keep his legacy alive. All because I just let a billionaire buy a $27 part in peace. It was the kindest, craziest thing I've ever seen. I ran a hand over the typewriter, and for the first time in weeks, I could breathe.